wife and I are in California on vacation, and I figured it would be smart to make a video about the camera because I'm using settings that I never use to shoot like action, like cars driving by, skateboarders and stuff like that, just to show if it can keep up. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna go to the Venice Beach Skatepark in Los Angeles. I'll tell you what the settings are, and then we'll go through shooting fast moving action things. The one thing that I miss from my previous Sony cameras was like the tracking and the autofocus and the stuff that could keep up with fast moving objects. So we're gonna try that today, show the samples, show the settings, and yeah. I apologize for the impromptu iPhone vlog. Hopefully it looks and sounds okay, but I don't carry my video gear when we travel. Right now we're walking through the Venice canals. They're very beautiful, very quiet, apparently very expensive. Yeah, water's disgusting though, yeah, and it smells kind of bad, but it's nice to look at. Fun fact, this is where they filmed part of Little Rascals. Ever heard of it? If you're ever in LA, visit once. We don't really like it over here. Been here enough. The skate park is cool, but Venice is. So the park went well, I think. I haven't looked at the photos yet, but the tracking seemed good, fast. Focus seemed fast. Some of them were at f2, f2.8, f4. F2 and f2.8 had the ND filter on. And then the f4 was just good because the clouds are kind of coming in and out, so it was perfect. Autofocus mode was on zone, and then just continuous shooting, and then the burst for the 8 FPS. So that I could just get a bunch of them and kind of pick through. So all the good ones I will show on the screen, obviously. Those guys were going pretty fast, so anything that was in focus is pretty impressive because they were not moving slowly. So it was nice. I don't think I missed the Sony tracking, which is good. I don't shoot it that much, but I think tomorrow I'm gonna shoot cars and add it into this too. So we'll go to like a nicer part of town, and anything that drives by me, I'll do the same kind of thing, burst autofocus, and just see what we can get. I tried it on the PCH a few days ago and it seemed to work, but I didn't get any good examples, so I will do that tomorrow and add that into this, and this whole thing will just be based on subjects moving quickly and if they're in focus or not. Day 2 of shooting fast things. My wife and I just went to the beach in Malibu. Kind of a bust. It was a little windy, tide was really high. I think there's maybe like a storm somewhere offshore. It was pretty unusual for that area at this time of year, but we're now on the PCH, Pacific Coast Highway, just south of Malibu, or we're still in Malibu, but we're just like on the southern part of it. I'm gonna watch for some nice cars here, but I'm gonna shoot them driving by while I stand still, and I'm still shooting the same settings as yesterday. So I'm in AF mode, zone, continuous, burst, what I was doing yesterday, but I'm just doing it with cars driving by me instead of skateboarders rolling by me. I did this a few days ago as kind of like a test run, and it seemed to work really, really well. It grabs pretty fast, and cars here are going anywhere between like 45 and 75 miles an hour, like kind of like honestly a range like that, which is 65 to 120 kilometers an hour. So they're moving pretty fast. So if they're in focus at all, it's pretty impressive. It is really light out, so I'll be able to get like a nice fast shutter, but as long as it tracks them and it keeps that going, the focus should be there. Sometimes it's probably going to drop every once in a while, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, we're just going to stand here for a little bit. The bummer thing that happened last time is I waited like 15 minutes, because standing here you're gonna see a nice car often, and preferably I would like a nice car. Like, it's not uncommon to see like a few $100,000 car drive by here, and I got like some photos of a Bentley, and then I was like, okay, let's wait for like a nice exotic car. Let's try to get something like a Lambo or maybe a Ferrari or something. And then after like 5 or 10 minutes of waiting, I was just like, whatever, I guess it's not gonna happen. And I turned and took a photo of like the ocean out the window, and a red Ferrari 488 ripped by, and I missed it. So I'm gonna wait out for a little bit longer here, try to get some footage here. Hopefully I can. If not, then I'll just shoot Range Rovers and Teslas and stuff like that, because they are still cool and it'll still get the point across. I just want the photos to be somewhat interesting anyway. But yeah, I will see you in a second. So I shot for 20 or 30 minutes, got a handful of cars, nothing crazy drove by. Funny enough, the second I leave, it's all going to, for sure. That's what happened last time. But yeah, like I said, this shows just that the autofocus is fast, it's reliable. I think most of them look okay. I'd have to get them onto a bigger screen to make sure, but you'll see them on the screen anyway. Yeah, it seems pretty reliable. I wouldn't do it for like action sports because you'd have to be pretty close up anyway. But for things that are moving near you, it seems to grab pretty quickly, and that 8 frames per second burst is pretty nice too. So maybe I'll shoot more like this in the future, and then you just end up deleting more, but it's pretty reliable. So yeah, if there's anything else that I could do or test with this camera that's not really a normal routine, I'd be happy to do so. Just leave suggestions in the comments, and like and subscribe and do all that normal stuff, and we'll see you in the next one.